right, guys. Today is a great day. The first day we get to take the Corvette to the track. I've got the whole squad with me. We just filled the car up with the E85, and we haven't run it yet on E85, but I did two separate tunes, one for 4 PSI and one for 6-8 PSI, and I scaled up my VE tables, and hopefully the car will run good with the 85 on those tables, but that remains to be seen. But yeah, without further ado, here we go. Look at this. All right, we're here. Hillsboro Dragway. Car's warmed up. Checked all the fluids. Got all the kiddos out here. Yeah, let's go get a shot of some of these cars. Got the BMW. How's it going, man?
Good, how about you?
I'm doing good. Got the 55 Chevy. This is a very fast car. Big tire car. Got the Malibu over here. I know, that car is probably one of the coolest at the track. Got the old Malibu. You don't mind if I take a video of your car?
All right.
What's your name, man?
Dan Banker.
Dan Banker. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Nino.
Nice to meet you.
This car is gorgeous, man.
Thank you.
Is this paint old paint? It is, isn't it?
It's old California paint, so it's unfaded.
Oh, look at that front end. It's beautiful. Let's see what's under the hood, guys. Oh, here we go. I see a truck intake.
Trailblazer SS.
Trailblazer SS. Okay.
Yep.
Very cool.
Now this is one of the coolest cars I've ever seen.
It is extremely cool. It's got the Willwoods, the ICT coil pack. What do they call that? Mounting brackets. Those are really cool.
Just the belt brackets is all.
Very cool.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's just straight motor too, huh?
For now.
For now. It's beautiful. This must be just a really cool cruiser, huh?
Yeah, it goes down the road really good.
Do you have a glider, a 400 or?
480E.
Oh, 480. Wow. So she's like, you could probably drive this like across the country, huh?
No.
No?
I was gonna take it out to Kansas this spring to a retreat that I went to, but the retreat was just too early in the year with still threats of crappy weather and stuff, so I left it home. But no, if you could stand a ride in it, it's got the old car ticks and rattles and wind noise and stuff. If you could stand a ride in it, you could drive it to California probably.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
You have all the old coolness with the modern reliability.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. I knock on wood, I have not had any issues since I did the LS swap. You know.
It's really bizarre how well it works, huh?
Yeah. It
I
works great.
just went through it, and it's like, it's so much different than the small block because there's no like BS too when you want to just go drive the car.
Yep.
You just start the car and go.
I had a 383 in it with the carb before, and one day it worked really good, and the next day you want to throw it in the garbage can.
It's literally what we just did. We have the 383 sitting in the shop, and we're like, what do we do with this now? Because it's so much of a night and day thing.
Yep.
And do you have a big cam in here too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a custom ground cam.
Very cool, man.
It's not a huge cam as far as lift goes, but It was spec'd out for the motor and everything, so it's
Cool.
about as much as it can go right now.
Well, heck yeah, man. This thing is beautiful.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Hey, it was a pleasure to meet you too.
Yeah, nice meeting you.
Yep. Hopefully we'll be around for a bunch of track days this summer.
Good deal.
We're still working on the LS thing too, so I'm hoping I didn't do anything wrong.
It's a learning, it's a learning curve.
Right.
There's a lot of people around here that have done it, so there's a lot of them.
Right. Thank God Tim has bestowed me with some. So
Is that what I think it is right there?
yeah, we got to go check this out.
Is that?
This is another Malibu, but like I can't remember the year.
They look like a fox body from by down there.
No, this is a Malibu, dude.
This is a Malibu?
Yes, and it's very cool. What's that, dear? Absolutely. I signed your coat last year.
Because you know what? I washed my coat and I lost something.
Let me see. Where is... Gosh, I don't know where I signed it. I can't remember. How about we'll just go with a new one, huh?
How about that?
Let's do it.
Wherever. This.
Where would you prefer? Okay, I'm gonna do... Let me do an arm.
Let me or write it big so that because some of them I can't do.
I'm Nino, by the way.
Yeah, I think you did, and I put Tino.
Yeah, yeah.
See Tino?
Where is it?
Tino's on there.
Tino.
Oh yeah, that was...
So how did that? Maybe you were just.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? I'm gonna make some videos too of the track. We went and got this GoPro thing, and it's pretty cool.
No,
So-
you're gonna beat the hell out of my pictures.
No, well, you post the most out of anyone, so it's awesome to just have someone that's
No,
posting
I
this
said
stuff.
your pictures will be better. Did you see that accident last week?
No, but I I saw pictures of it. I didn't see any video of
That
it.
was freaky.
I have this
I
car
guess-
hauls, doesn't it?
Hell yes, it does. All the time.
LS turbo,
I love this car.
small tire car. The paint job is so cool on this car. The Bushi Malibu.
This is fake rust.
Boosh, yeah. That's a wrap.
Yeah, yep. Isn't that cool though?
It is cool.
It looks so cool.
Boosh.
From like 15 feet, you can
It
never
looks
tell.
real at first.
It does.
What the hell?
I'm gonna make it up with the trailer.
You want a light or just do your thing? Okay, go ahead. we ended up doing 4 passes out at the track. We put the E85 in the car this morning. I've never used the E85 before, nor have I ever really done any kind of tuning. But with the map that I had made for my 91 octane, I scaled up to VE tables. Everything worked perfectly. Everything went exactly as planned. Started out really slow on the first pass and just kind of walked it into boost. The second pass I did the same, but gave it a little bit more off of the line. And then the third pass I went wide open throttle pretty much right from the start to the end with no burnout. And then in the fourth run we did a little burnout and wide open throttle all the way through. All my commanded air fuel ratios ended up perfect. It did exactly what I had hoped it would do. And we were going to turn up the boost, but what ended up actually happening with the E85, and I didn't know this, but a couple of guys, pros there told me that this is often the case. With the E85, the car actually made about 2 extra pounds of boost at the top end versus the 91 octane. So we have a 4-pound spring in it, and it ended up making about 6 pounds consistently too. It wasn't like a fluke thing. It did it every time that I came up on boost. It would hit about 6 pounds and stop there. So everything worked out great, and I was going to put a bigger spring in it, but since everything went so well, I decided, you know what, I'm going to save it, and we're going to go to Union Grove, and we're going to see what kind of time we can run with a bigger spring. So here at home, we're going to go ahead and put a bigger spring in it. We'll make a couple of test hits out on the street, and then we're going to head to Union Grove either next weekend or the following weekend, and we're just going to send this thing all the way. As far as the transmission, rear end, everything's rock solid. It took it no problem. The only issue kind of with the trans is that the trans is wanting to shift a little bit earlier than the turbo wants it to shift. So in all of my hits that I did were literally put it in third gear and mat it. I wanted it to be consistent. I didn't want to be shifting it myself, but we're gonna probably end up having to shift the car ourselves to get it to go as fast as possible, because it's dropping too far out of the power band, especially on the 2 to 3 shift. The 1-2 shift is no problem, but the 2-3 shift is much too early for this motor and turbo. So we'll probably start off in second, launch the car and hold second till, at least probably 5,000, and then shift the car. But other than that, it performed flawlessly. Everything worked great. All of our fuel targets were met, and everything just worked flawlessly, honestly. It sucked to kind of cut it off short, but when I saw how good everything was working, and I did want to turn up the boost, I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to hold off. We're going to turn up the boost and go get a time slip. And then once I do that, we're going to stay local at our local track, Hillsboro Dragway. Shout out. I love you guys. Tim, Austin, Corey, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Especially Tim for the advice on, the important things like putting the 4th gen rods in this thing. That worked out really good. A lot of guys tell you, oh, you can't do that without spending $1 million and this and that. No, it worked out perfectly, yeah, it is what it is. It was our first track day, and everyone was liking the car. Everyone was like, what's going on here? And it does look kind of bizarre, it's basically a stock C4 with the LS turbo swap. So, but hey, it works out, and we're gonna go see if we can get a cool time slip for it, and see if we can't make it go really fast. I'm pretty sure that it will, and hopefully the trans or the rear end doesn't break in doing so. But again, we have the street tires on it. A bunch of guys at the track were asked, why don't you have a small tire on it? Well, the reason why is because we do have 700 R4 still, Dana 36, and they're just not equipped to deal with that type of launch, especially on boost. They'll probably shatter on the first pass, I imagine. So we're gonna keep the street tires. let them spin a little bit, and just driver mod the car and back half the thing, because when it comes upon boost in third, it really takes off. When I was getting down to the end of the 8th mile, the car was just starting to pick up steam again and really pulling hard. So I'm excited about it. I couldn't be more happy. And the whole LS versus small block debate thing, you know, I always didn't quite understand it, but honestly, I get it now. It's so much different. It's the power band is much more linear. You know, it's not like, you know, you get on the nitrous and it's all or nothing. You know, and even if you're running a progressive shot or whatever, you know, it's a totally different thing. It's not like this. You know, the power's sort of always there, and there is a delay, but when it comes on, you know, it comes on, and you can kind of plan your run out around your power band, I feel like, a lot better than the nitrous, you know. So yeah, anyhow, there's our first track day. If you're watching, I really appreciate it. Leave me a comment. If you'd like to see 4 Corvettes, leave me a comment. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.